Okay, here's a strange story. Here's a strange story. Now, I'm sure you know that Jerusalem is Israel is holy. Israel is a holy place. Doesn't make any difference who lives in Israel, what happens. Israel is a holy country, holy place. And the only ones that can bring out this holiness are the Jewish people. Okay, so now the question is the land of Israel give that holiness to everybody that's there? Or do you have to put holiness into the land of Israel? Land of Israel, it just inspires you to make holiness. So which is more, how do you say, active? Who has to begin? Who begins the holiness? So, of course, land of Israel is holy, but it's holy in a very latent way, in a very, how do you say, a not noticeable way. There's a good word for it. I can't think of it. Anyway, and we have to bring it out. Just like there's the power of growth is in the earth, right? Who would dream that from just an open field, a desert, whatever, that you could grow, it could be full of plants and fruits and, wonderful things. Who would believe? The potential is there. You have to bring it out. So the same thing with the land of Israel. Here's a story. Once there was one of the pupils of the Baal Shem Tov, and he wanted to go to the land of Israel. Wanted to go to the land of Israel. There were a lot of Hasidim that went to the land of Israel. The Gaon of Vilna also, he was from the Lita'im. He sent a whole contingent to the land of Israel. There was Hasidim Menachem Mendel of Vitebsk. He went to the land of Israel. The first Rebbe of Chabad, he almost made it to the land of Israel. His wife didn't give him permission to go, so he accompanied Menachem Mendel of Vitebsk. Menachem Mendel of Vitebsk is buried in Tiberia. There was a whole group of Hasidim that were there. Okay, so there was one Hasid that he wanted to go to the land of Israel. And the Baal Shem Tov told him not to go. He refused. Said, you shouldn't go. You shouldn't go to the land. It's not for you. You shouldn't go to the land of Israel. You're not ready, whatever it is, you shouldn't go. So, but he insisted, he asked the Baal Shem Tov, and he would come to him like once a month, regularly, maybe now, I've worked on myself, maybe now. So finally the Baal Shem Tov said, okay, listen, if you really want to go, you can go. No, but you have to prepare yourself, of course. The Chassid said, of course I will. And he bought tickets to go on the boat. He packed his bags. And before he left his house to go to the boat, to the ship, you have to prepare yourself for Israel. You have to be holy. You can't just go and expect Israel to give you everything. You have to prepare. So we went to the mikveh. Now his custom, the custom of this chassid was that when we'd go to the mikveh, he would open up his eyes a little bit. You don't have to do it, but he did. So he went to the mikveh, and he immersed himself, and he opened up his eyes. And what did he see? In the distance, he saw the land of Israel. Saw a shoreline. A shoreline. It was in a ship, and the shoreline, it was like he couldn't believe it. It was like he was already on the ship, and he saw the shoreline. So he thought, well, maybe it's not Israel, but I'm seeing some place. What is this? So he held his breath as long as he could, and he got up, and he took another deep breath, went under the water, again, opened up his eyes a crack, and he looked and he saw that the boat had docked, and he heard, people speaking Arabic and people speaking Hebrew and people this. He said, this must be the land of Israel. It must be in the land of Israel. And he held his breath as long as he could, and he came up, and he again took a deep breath, and he went down, opened up his eyes a little crack, and someone came up to him and said, excuse you, would you like to go to Jerusalem? We want a wagon. He said, yes, in the dreams. He got in a wagon. They were going to Jerusalem. He's traveling to Jerusalem. He sees from far away, he can see the outline of Jerusalem. And he can't hold his breath anymore. And he comes up, takes another deep breath, and he can't believe what's happening, what's going on. So he takes another really deep breath, catches his breath again, takes another deep breath, and he goes in and he sees he's going in to the gates of Jerusalem. And he's approaching the Holy Temple. The Holy Temple is built. He's approaching the Holy Temple. And he can't believe it. And he holds his breath, and he enters the gates of the Holy Temple, and he can't hold his breath anymore, comes up, takes a deep breath, again, goes underneath, and he goes into the holy temple, and he sees that he's going in, past the altar, the big altar outside, and he's going into the place called the Holy. He sees on his right side is the candelabra, on his left side is the showbread table, and in the middle is the altar from incense, and he can't hold his breath anymore. And he goes up and takes another deep breath, and he realizes it's just a vision. Right? A normal person can't go into these places, just a vision. And he keeps it, goes again, and he goes under the water, holds onto his breath, and he's sure he's in trepidation, he's trembling, and sure enough, there's the holy temple. He opens up, and there, sitting in the Holy of Holies, is the Baal Shem Tov. The Baal Shem Tov is sitting in the Holy of Holies. And suddenly he realizes that that's where the Holy of Holies is. The Holy of Holies is by the Baal Shem Tov. True, the land of Israel is holy, but we have to wake that holiness up. And if you don't have that power to wake it up, at least in your particular case, as you should be by the Baal Shem Tov. The Baal Shem Tov. Immediately he sold his ticket, unpacked his bags, went to the Baal Shem Tov and said, here is the holiness of the Holy of Holies by the Baal Shem Tov.